Hey everyone, I'm William Strife, and today I want to talk about Epic Games. If somehow you're unaware, lots of people are angry with Epic Games, the creators of the Unreal Engine and the wildly successful game Fortnite. So, what is the deal? Why are so many people upset with them, or more specifically, the Epic launcher? Well, the answer is relatively straightforward. It can be summed up in three things: exclusivity, strong-arm tactics, and putting the cart before the horse. Epic Games is currently trying to strong-arm its way into the PC game sales market by negotiating roughly year-long exclusives for its launcher before the storefront and launcher itself are even complete. That's pretty much the short version of the story, but it also begs the question of just why Epic is doing this, and why they're going about it the way they are. The first half of that question isn't too difficult to answer: money. There's a lot of money to be made in sales of the PC gaming space, as all you really need is a storefront and bandwidth to transfer data. What's more, there's not a lot of competition in the PC game market for digital distribution either. There are currently less than a dozen launchers, but nearly all the market share belongs to Steam. Now, while Steam itself isn't a perfect platform, it overall offers a good user experience. Between the sales it has multiple times a year, the returns policy, community curation, review support, multiplayer integration, and basics like friends lists, voice and text chat, Steam is a very robust system to not only buy and play games on, but it helps you know if a game is worth buying. For clear reasons, Steam is the king of PC game sales. Now, Epic wants a piece of that pie and the sweet money and influence that comes from owning a storefront that sells other people's games. The problem with getting into that market, though, is how to grow large enough to compete with the likes of Steam and their near monopoly. To do this, Epic first has to attract users, and it's not enough to just offer a comparable service, as shown by the likes of GOG, who, despite having an equally good user experience, remains tiny by comparison to Steam. This is what has caused Epic to start playing hardball. First, they decided to coax publishers and developers to their platform by only taking a 12% sales cut, which is significantly less than Steam or GOG's 30%. Then, running on the success of Fortnite and all the money it brings in, Epic decided to outright pay publishers to keep their games exclusive to the Epic launcher for roughly a full year, even going so far as to poach games at the last minute from Steam right before release. Now, this is a bizarre thing to say the least, as a war of exclusives within the ecosystem of PC gaming has never really been seen before. As it currently stands, though, Steam delivers a better user experience, and it got to that place by making things increasingly convenient for gamers. The strong-arm tactic Epic is currently using doesn't really generate any value for the end user. In fact, to the contrary, it's generating inconvenience for gamers. The Epic Store is unquestionably good for developers and publishers, as a larger sales cut and money up front helps the bottom line plenty. As far as the buying public is concerned, though, it boils down to being forced to move to a different platform that offers no added value. It doesn't stop there, though, because the Epic launcher actually lacks a lot of creature comforts that Steam has, and it is even missing some extremely basic features. This part is no joke either, because the Epic launcher does not yet have automated refunds, gifting, a shopping cart, achievements, wish lists, user reviews, or cloud saves. You can argue about what functions as a creature comfort, but these missing features are more staples than extras for any game launcher, and forcing users onto an unfinished and threadbare platform by poaching highly anticipated games, that just breeds contempt. The other side of this situation, however, is just why developers and publishers are going to the Epic launcher when doing so can alienate so many potential customers. Well, as already stated, there's the better sales cut and the potential upfront payment. Past that, though, is the overall state of Steam and how it's become a dumping ground for game software. Utter junk is pushed through the platform in such volume on a regular basis that it's nearly impossible to find good new releases. Gone are the days when getting published on Steam was some sort of challenge, and here to stay are the days of a subterranean bar you have to get over. Everything on Steam is stuck contending with shovelware, especially on the indie market. And any game without a proper advertising budget runs the high risk of being lost in the never-ending tide of lazy trash published on a daily basis by people trying to make a quick buck. It's this hands-off approach of anything goes in Steam's ecosystem that's led to the likes of Epic having a legitimate go at Steam's dominance over PC gaming. It's just that even with the problem Steam has on the publishing and indie end, on the user end, it's still better. And for that reason, Steam is similar to a big rock that's incredibly hard to move or break in half. Right now, Epic has the funds for the dirty, heavy lift necessary to even try to steal from Steam's plate. And make no mistake, that's exactly what Epic has to do to get into the PC game sales market. It's just that while competition in the PC game market is needed, Epic is doing it in such a fast and loose way that it may sink them in the end by upsetting the very users they need to attract and retain to be successful in the long run. Make no mistake, Epic cannot afford to perpetually pay for exclusives, something they've even admitted to, even though they've gone back and forth on that statement. Their game plan right now, though, is to try and force the Epic launcher to grow artificially with exclusives, and when they stop paying for that advantage, they most likely hope to have captured enough market share to be serious competition for Steam, if not bigger. At that point, Epic will likely try a new tactic to grow even further, something like a tiered sales system, where if your game is multi-platform, they take a 30% cut, but if you choose to be an Epic exclusive, they only take a 12% cut. Whether or not they'll actually do that or play a different game of hardball is unknown. However, right now, Epic Games is playing a game, and their goal is to dethrone Steam as the #1 PC game sales platform. And this, what we're going through right now, is just phase 1. The only thing left to be seen is whether or not gamers will still use their launcher when it's full of good features and no one is forced onto it for the exclusives. Time will tell. Until then though, let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks for watching and listening. I'm William Strife, and if you liked hearing what I had to say, please consider contributing to my Patreon. Every dollar helps me keep the lights on. See you later.